Hey y'all, so I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Neverfull. Now you may or may not have seen the previous video I did about the Neverfull. I basically, I don't know if it was a response video, but it was definitely kind of a response rant because I had seen a video someone else did saying that the Neverfull was not classy. And I don't know why it got my back up. Maybe because the Neverfull was the first bag, the first luxury bag, and the first Louis Vuitton bag I was ever able to purchase. A little backstory. I first came to know about Louis Vuitton when I was in my early 20s through a friend. So for whatever reason, Louis Vuitton had not been on my radar until my friend was telling me that she really wanted, I can't remember the bag that she really wanted, but she really wanted some kind of bag. And I had seen it and it captured my heart. I fell in love. But at that time, I was a single mom of two. I was a young single mother. I had my kids. By 19, I had two kids. I was a young, single, struggling mother. I worked at a bank and I didn't make a whole lot of money. And of course, I had to prioritize bills. So I just wasn't in a position to afford any kind of luxury bags, let alone Louis Vuitton. So while I love the look and the look of the bag, I don't know, I couldn't afford it. So it just really wasn't on my list of things to do. Fast forward to, I don't know, I think it might have been my 30th birthday. I was in New York, so I feel like this was 2010. So how old would I have been? It was my 31st birthday. A group of friends and I went to New York. I wasn't married yet. So we went to New York on a road trip. We spent a couple days there. I'd never been. And of course, they have those street vendors. And they had a Louis Vuitton bag. Now, at the time, I didn't know what the name of the bag was. But I'll be honest, I believed at the time it was a great price. I want to say it was like $50. I didn't know any better. I think I convinced myself that the bag was probably real and, fell off the back of a truck, let's say. So I bought the bag and I loved it. And I had never owned any kind of Louis Vuitton. I don't even know if I'd ever seen any kind of Louis Vuitton, so I wouldn't know the difference between a real and a fake at that time. So I had that bag. It was a damier azure, and I'm trying to think what it kind of looked like. It might have been an imitation like pochette accessoire because it was a smaller bag. Anyway, I had that thing. I carried it for a while. It was the cutest. I had no shame. I didn't know anything, like I said, about it, whether it was fake or wasn't fake. I just thought, this is super cute, and I carried it. Eventually, I lost track of that bag. I don't know if it ended up in a donation box or whatever. Fast forward 5 more years, and I was finally in a position where I had some disposable income and could buy my first true Louis Vuitton bag from the boutique. And so my husband and I'm married at this point. My husband and I go to the boutique, and wow, what an experience, especially for someone who had never been in any kind of luxury store before. It was over the top. My husband and I still laugh about it. I mean, you'd have thought they were selling babies, the way they treated all the bags and how he wrapped it up. This is 2015, so was it 2015? Or was it 20? I think it was 2015, 2014, 2015, something like that. And they were just really extra. It was a very luxurious experience. And again, I had never experienced that before, neither had my husband. So it was interesting. Anyway, I don't know how I got into the story, maybe just to give some background about why I feel the way I feel about this bag. But what I went in there and bought was the Neverfull PM, and I'm not really sure why I chose that bag. I remember feeling really apprehensive about spending, I think at the time it was like $1,200. I bought the PM, and again, because I was just kind of unfamiliar with Louis Vuitton and luxury bags, I didn't know that The next size up was just probably like a $50 or $100 difference. Anyway, I bought the PM because I guess, that was the price point I was comfortable at that time, as comfortable as I could be, because I wasn't super comfortable. And yeah, that was my first luxury purchase, first luxury bag, unless you count Coach. I did have some Coach bags before that purchase, but I'm not sure. I thought Coach at the time was part of the luxury bag category. Okay, I'm rambling. So I bought the bag, I bought a wallet. I think the little pouch came with the bag. And, I just didn't carry the bag as much as I thought I would. And I realized after about a year, like it was just too small. I couldn't put it over my shoulder. And I just regretted that I didn't get the larger size. But I ended up keeping it for a number of years. I think I had it for about 5 years. It sat in my closet for probably the last 2 years of me owning it, and I finally got up the courage to sell it on Poshmark, and someone bought it, and that was that. I used the pouch that it came with a ton. I did eventually sell that, but it was tougher to let go of that because I did use that as a wallet for a while. I also had what was that wallet called? The Clemens, I think. And I used it, but I didn't love it. I thought the shape was kind of weird. So I ended up selling that as well. So I sold all those things and I said, you know what? Now that I'm a little older, a little wiser, I'm going to go ahead and get the size I should have got, which was the MM. And that's the one I have in the monogram. Shortly after buying that, I was like, you know what? I want to get the GM in the Damier Ebene for travel. I thought, my thinking was it's going to only really be good for travel because it's so big, it probably won't be good for every day. But now I wanted to come back because I realized that the GM is kind of a good everyday bag for me, if you cinch the sides, which is how I have it now and how I'm showing it. And now that I've had it a while, I just wanted to come back and kind of show how I use it and what it looks like. I bought the monogram directly from the boutique where I bought my original, but I bought the Damier Ebene one from Fashion File because by the time I circled back to rebuy these bags, ooh, they had gone up in price. So like I said, in 2015, I think it was $1,200. When I went back to rebuy the same bag in a larger size, I want to say it was like $1,650. And so the GM was probably like $1,750. So I was like, eh. So I did go ahead and buy the monogram one at that price point, but I wanted to get the other one at a better price point if I could, and I did. And so, here it is. And let me get this out of the way before I move on. I know this bag has a reputation for being basic, and maybe it is. Maybe it's a basic bag. I don't know. I don't care. I'm a regular girl. I'm not, super duper fancy, and I love this bag. So I don't really care if it's basic. I don't really care if 50 million people have it. There's probably a reason we all have it. Maybe it is because of affordability. Maybe not today, but at one point, maybe that was why everyone had it, because, Louis Vuitton is a desirable brand. It's not the most accessible brand unless you're, pretty wealthy. When you're someone like me who's just, a regular person coming up in life, and this was the bag that, seemed within reach. So it was the one I started with. And now, of course, I have these two and I love them. And, again, I just don't care that they're basic or regular or, there's a ton of them out there in the world. And I've seen people talk about how, I know Louis Vuitton is like the most counterfeited brand in the world. And maybe there are a lot of fakes out there, but I don't care. I know that what mine is, I know that I enjoy it. I love these print and color combos. They bring a pop of, joy to my life when I'm using them. And so for me, that's all that really matters, is how I feel about them. And I know that I'm belaboring that point, but I want to drive that home because I do feel like there's, a little bit of a negative connotation out there, maybe because they are duplicated and because they are common on the street. But if you like it, that's all that matters That's all that matters, guys. The rest of it, it's just noise. Just toss it to the side. All right, so I have the GM cinched right now. I have a twilly or scarf or bandeau, whatever you call these things, tied over the, what are these called? Sorry guys, right now I can't think of the name of these things, but I bought this on Etsy. I bought this from Louis Vuitton, and this is one of the more affordable things they have in within the brand. I'm honestly surprised they're as inexpensive as they are. I think they're like $210 or something like that. Again, I have mine cinched, which is how I like to carry it for like an everyday look. If I'm using it on a trip, I just loosen the cinches. Okay, try this again. I loosen the straps. I don't know what's up with my throat, but I loosen the straps on the sides, and of course that allows more room. Here's the inside. I have a organizer in there, which also has a center piece that goes in there on the Velcro, but I don't usually use that in this particular bag. What I like about this organizer is that it leaves some room on the sides, but still gives it, you know, a little bit of shape and structure. So yeah, I don't have a bunch of stuff in it right now because I'm not using it at the moment, but I still threw a few things in there. And this organizer has several compartments and pockets. And here's what it looks like without the organizer. You can see there's some stains in the bottom. Again, I got this pre-loved, but it's not too bad, and I don't see it when the organizer is in there. My monogram one is a little, you know, newer. I didn't get it used, so it looks a little nicer. And of course I have an organizer in here as well. So yeah, I know that a lot has been said. You know, I know that some people are over it. If you are, you are. I'm not one of those people. I still love mine. I feel like these are bags that I will keep forever and always have as a part of my quote unquote collection. The only thing I will say is the insert on the monogram, and sometimes I take this one out because I see that it's starting to have like an indentation right where the organizer insert is. So that's something to be careful of, is leaving that in there may cause a little bit of extra wear that's unnecessary or a weird kind of crease. So I have been taking that out and stuffing my bag, but it's still there, so it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that one person left me like a comment saying that they had also seen that video where the person said, you know, the bag is not classy. And they had just got their first Neverfull, and they were watching a couple videos. They saw mine, and she was like, girl, thank you for, you know, putting the excitement back in my first purchase and my, you know, Neverfull. And I love that because not all of us can afford first of all, you know, maybe not all of us can afford a Louis Vuitton bag. So I know for a long time I could not until I got to a certain place in life. And now, you know, not all of the Louis Vuitton bags are affordable. I've seen some that are $30,000 plus. So if this one is the one within reach, then, you know, it is what it is. Or if this one is the one you like, no matter how, you know, much time passes, how many people are carrying them, how many fakes are out there, then this is the one you like, and get the one that you like and enjoy. And I love it. I said that last time. I still love it. I still use them. I still feel super cute when I wear them. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.